Howdy everybody, my name is Christiana Bowles. I am the Graduate Assistant Sustainability Coordinator for the Department of Residence Life. And today I'm going to be talking to you about one of our many programs offered to all of our Aggies called Fill It Forward. As many of you know, we are shifting into the environmental pillar of sustainability for this coming month's presentations. And this program is a great way to bridge the gap between social and environmental sustainability. So first of all, what exactly is Fill It Forward? Fill It Forward is a Canadian company that makes reusable water bottles and coffee to-go cups. They are also a vendor and sponsor of ASHE, which is the Association for the Advancement of Sustainability in Higher Education. In addition to their coffee cups and water bottles, they actually make stickers that coincide with their Fill It Forward app. And right here you can see this is what our stickers look like. And what they do is they work with different colleges and universities across the nation to be able to track their environmental footprint by using this sticker and then scanning it inside their app. This is one of our Aggie Green Fund grants that we've received. We actually got this in the spring of 2020. So we are very gracious to the AGF for funding this pilot project. One thing I really enjoy about Fill It Forward is every time you scan, you're able to track your environmental footprint in real time. So this is what the screen will look like, and you can see your collective impact if you just switch this to here. And as you zoom in to these different portions of the app screen, you can learn about how much waste you've saved, for example, with this one with plastic pollution in our oceans. You zoom into another one, you can learn about the kilowatts of power you've saved by reusing a water bottle versus purchasing single-use water bottles. The only one that is not applicable to us, because we do have the stickers versus the water bottles that Fill It Forward offers, is the square foot of land. But all the other metrics you're able to track in real time as you scan your stickers. Another thing, if you're anything like me, I sometimes have more coffee in my veins than blood. So it's really nice to be able to set hydration goals for yourself to really maintain that personal sustainability. So when you set up your sticker, it's going to ask you what size water bottle your sticker is going to be put on, whether that's, a giant hydro flask or like my 24-ounce Contigo water bottle. And so every time you scan your empty water bottle, it'll track those ounces of water that you've drank for you, which is really good. And you're able to change this goal, if you want to start out small by just drinking 40 ounces of water, or if you're really adventurous and want to do 120 ounces, you're able to change this at any time. And you're also able to change the units. So if your water bottle is listed in ounces or milliliters. One note of caution, if you happen to forget to scan your sticker throughout the day and you're just going to multiple scan at night to kind of catch up, there is a 5-minute cooldown period between each scan. So just be aware of that as you move forward. Another fun thing about the app is you can actually earn badges in the app for your good habits. So these are the apps they currently have. They will fill in with color once you have earned them. So this is like early on when I first started using the app. And you click on it, it'll tell you what the badge name is, what it equates to. So for the You've Got the Power badge, that just means I've saved 78 kilowatts of power, which is about what it would take to power 5 fluorescent lights in my house for a year. And then down here at the bottom, you can also see how many times you've earned each of these badges. You can also customize your profile as well as your homepage. So when you log into the app, this is what you will see on the homepage. It'll keep you updated for your week. It'll tell you how many reuses you've done so far in this week. It compares that to your consumption last week. It also keeps track of your total reuses as well as the projects you've assisted in funding, which we'll talk about in just a second. It'll tell you the current project going on with Fill It Forward, any groups that you belong to. So for example, when you get your sticker from us, you'll belong to the Texas A&M Residence Life group. And then they also have open groups down here that you can join based on state. You're also able to customize your profile. So this is my profile. It tells you when I joined. This date's actually inaccurate because they've recently updated the app since we originally got our stickers in, I think, January. So you're able to change your name, change your cover background here, as well as your profile picture. It'll list any bottles that you have tied to your account. It'll tell you the longest streak, so the multiple times that you've actually used your bottle. And then again, your badges down here, as well as your average usage per day. Perhaps my absolute favorite thing of this project is that you're able to pass on clean water and sanitation to those in need. So Fill It Forward actually has 5 different charities and nonprofits that they work with to fund clean water and sanitation projects across the world. And you are funding these in real time with your scans. So every time you scan your water bottle, it'll pop up with this image. It's going to tell you the impact of your reuse, tell you what program it is, how much was donated, and then also the amount of carbon dioxide emissions that you've saved. You're able to actually go in further into the app and click on the actual project. So it'll tell you again the project name, where the project is being funded, how much funding they need, which they equate to the number of reuses. It'll also tell you how many people besides yourself have scanned to give to this project. And it'll also give you a project description, which is really cool. You're also able to actually scroll down even further and see who that charitable partner is for that project. They'll tell you what they are. They also link to their website so you can learn more about them. So they're very, very transparent. And this is my favorite screen to see. So whenever you scan and it results in a project being completed, you get this giant pop-up that says, "We've just funded a project." And then you're able to view the next one. So how does this really tie into some more global impacts? Well, if you haven't heard, the United Nations actually has the Sustainable Development Goals, otherwise known as the SDGs. And these are basically a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all of us. They were a set of 17 interconnected goals encompassing all 3 of the foundational pillars of sustainability, and was signed by all of the UN member states in 2015, and really was a call to action to end poverty, protect our planet, and ensure peace and prosperity by the year 2030. And all 17 of those goals address global challenges ranging from poverty, inequality, climate change, peace, justice, as well as environmental degradation. Specifically, the Fill It Forward project aims to help number 6. So goal 6 is listed as ensuring availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for everyone. And I just wanted to give you guys some quick definitions to look out for. So water scarcity versus water stress versus water risk. So what exactly does that mean? Well, water scarcity is just the ratio of human water consumption to the available water supply. I really like this graphic from the Pacific Institute to illustrate the difference, especially between scarcity and stress, because they can get confusing. So water scarcity is strictly just, is water available to you? This is different from water stress in that it's the ability or lack thereof to meet human and ecological demands for water. So this just isn't just the availability of water, it's also the quality of the water. Is the water dirty? Is it safe to drink? Is it contaminated with oil or bacteria? As well as accessibility. Just because you could, in theory, walk 5 miles to get water doesn't mean it's really accessible for you. And finally, water risk is the probability of an entity, whether that is a state, a community, a local government, a nation. It's a really broad definition depending on how you want to use it, whether they experience a deleterious water-related event. And this can range from floods, a pollution event, such as if an oil tanker spills water, for example, in the Gulf of Mexico, that's a water risk event, as well as droughts and other similar water-related problems. And just to put it into perspective even more, here are some global statistics. So globally, 785 million people, about 10% of the total world's population, do not have access to basic drinking water services. 2 out of 5 people, so 40%, don't have hand washing facilities at home. And then 80% of all wastewater, whether that's from us using water in our homes or factories, flows directly back into ecosystems without being treated properly or even reused. And the UN estimates that by 2030, 700 million people could be displaced by water scarcity. And currently 2 billion people, so over a quarter of our world population, live in countries with high water stress. So that's just globally. What about here in the United States? So nationally, we have approximately 1.4 million people who lack access to indoor plumbing. 23% of the private wells tested by the US Geological Service showed contaminants such as E. coli, arsenic, and uranium in private wells. Over 44 million people, so over 13%, were served by water systems that recently had a health-based Safe Drinking Water Act violation, whether that was improper installation of the plumbing, rusted piping, improper treatment, any of those things that fall under SDWA. And currently we have approximately 630,000 households that lack complete plumbing facilities. And what complete plumbing facilities means is that they lack one or more of the following: either a toilet, a tub or shower, or just in general running water. However, it's not just goal 6 that's impacted by the Fill It Forward program. We have 5 others that can be directly tied to it. So goal number 3 of providing good health and well-being. Obviously, you're providing access to clean water by refilling and using your reusable water bottles, and then Fill It Forward donates those funds to that water charity. You're also being good to yourself, increasing your hydration, because we know long nights result in excess coffee and energy drinks, which isn't necessarily the best thing for us. Goal number 12 is responsible consumption and production. So you're reducing the amount of waste that you generate through reusing and reducing the amount of single-use water bottles you rely on. Number 14 would be our life below water. So obviously you can see in the metric in the app, the amount of plastic pollution you're saving from our oceans. So that's a direct tie-in, as well as life on land, because since you're reusing your reusable water bottle, you're not generating plastic that has to be recycled, or worse yet, end up in a landfill. And then of course, number 17, the partnerships for all of the SDGs, as Fill It Forward works with the 5 charitable partners. And of course, we've become a partner with them just by contributing to the Fill It Forward process. So I invite all of y'all to help us fill it forward by scanning this QR code. It will take you to a Qualtrics survey where you will fill out your name, your TAMU student, staff, or faculty email address, and then ask how you would like your sticker delivered to you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is christianab@reslife.tamu.edu, and I hope you will help us fill it forward. Thanks and gig 'em.